it's Mika, and today I'm here to talk to you about abusive relationships. First, don't forget your thumbs up. Let's move on with the video. So, I've been reading a book, what a surprise, called Walking Disaster by Jamie McGuire. I read Beautiful Disaster more than 1 year ago. I remember I first bought this book because a lot of people were recommending it to me, and I was like crazy to read the book that everyone was talking about. Seriously, I was really looking forward to read the book. The first time I read Beautiful Disaster, it was amazing to me because I really liked the way the author described the romance in the books, and I was liking it. Although I had some opinions about the main male character be such a god, surrounded by women wanting him, throwing themselves at his feet as if he was the only man in the entire world. The guy doesn't work out, he doesn't nest duty, and he doesn't practice even though he fights. All he can think about is sex or having sex with all the university ladies. Yeah, I know we all think about sex here. Come on guys, men are not the only one who thinks about sex. I mean, I'm a woman and I think about sex a lot. We all think about it. It's a human thing, not a man thing. Let's just be clear about it. But we also have other concerns, mainly if you're in college and this young adult life, worried about your grades and also about your future. And for someone who is so strong, mighty, robust, tough, you really need to build that. Practice, hard work, and it's not just some brother fights that will do that for you. Besides, having the grades and being so smart demands a lot of time. You have to read and study for that, right? I'm sure geniuses are not geniuses just by breathing. They still have to work hard, study, and read a lot. In this book, Travis Maddox, the main male character, is pictured as the perfect man. The man who is wanted by all the women, so toned and beautiful and attractive, and and he is also so hard to reach and so hard to demonstrate feelings. He's like a nice rock. That perfect stereotype for men in our society. Because of course men can't cry or fall in love or demonstrate feelings or even have their hearts broken, because if they do, they are going to get really mad and make everyone suffer. Because we women are the ones who should suffer. Men can't suffer, right? They can't. Or there will be such ice, rock, cold stones who will break all the people, all the women's hearts. And we women, our part in society is to cook, clean, crying over men, showing our feelings and carrying the babies, right? No, not right. If you read the book for the first time, you will think, oh, Travis is so cool and he is so amazing. But no, Travis is not. He is such a violent person, abusive, sexist, homophobic, and twisted. He wants to control every single step Abby takes, and nobody in this freaking book seems to be worried about it. And they even treat that as normal. Come on! It's not normal wanting to control the steps of those who you love, or being so obsessed that you can't even do your own stuff and let the person you love do its own stuff as well. That's completely sick, because he wants to control even the clothes Abby wears, because he's so worried about other men looking at her. He can look at other women, at the woman he pleases, but nobody can look at Abby because he will get uncontrollable, because she belongs to him, right? He can't control himself. He's like a destructive machine. He is destructive and he's always wanting to fight, even for the most stupid stuff, like older men looking at her or being around her. And he is extremely sexist, because he sure can have sex with all the university ladies in the campus, but all the women who he had sex before are all sluts, according to him. They are all hoes who don't deserve to be loved. Because of course we women have to be judged by doing the same thing men do. Because of course we have to cover ourselves and wait for our true love, our knight in shining armor, to carry, protect, and love us. Because we are so fragile, we are so stupid that we can't love ourselves. We have to wait for men to do that for us. If we do the same thing men do, we are sluts. They are just fine. They are gods. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about how sick that is? Have you ever been in a relationship that the person always wanted to control every step you take, every clothes you wore, and every person you talked to? Just let me tell you something. That is completely abusive. That is not love. That is obsession. That is sickening, and that must stop. We need to talk about it, and we need to open people's eyes. While reading that book, I got so angry with all the commotion it caused. With all the things people were talking about Travis, about he being such a perfect man. With all the people thinking that his attitudes were okay, and when Abby tries to run from him, people were saying, "Oh, Abby is just a slut. She is breaking Travis' heart." People judged her as she was wrong by trying to run away from a destructive and abusive relationship because she was making him suffer. And of course, we women have to accept mandatorily when a man wants us. We should, because if a man wants us, we have to accept him. We can't say no because we can't have the heart broken. Of course we have to give up on every dream we have, because we of course have to stop to live our lives, to accept whatever man wants to give to us. Do you really think that is right? I wanted to talk to you guys about this book a long time ago and I finished reading it, but I don't know, I was trying to find strength to do that. Because I was so frustrated that I couldn't really talk about it with people here, because it seems like all the women and some men who read that book loved Travis and loved the way he treated Abby and loved the way he do stuff like abusive, controlling, violent, jealous. People treat that as normal and as good and as a perfect man just because he is toned and he fights and he is intelligent, when he clearly, at least not in the book, practices, or he doesn't study, or he doesn't even read or anything like that. So yeah, it's completely nonsense. Anyways, that was the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to thumbs up. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for the next videos. I'm leaving here. Bye.